Hello and welcome to another update video about Cosmos Atom. Just a quick one. So we get closer and closer here to the target area. For everybody who's new on the channel, we actually already reached my target area. The target area started at $20. Yeah, I did reduce it down because it was reached and because it was only the absolute minimum we needed to reach. Been talking about this target area since January. That has all worked out perfectly, despite a lot of criticism. But now obviously everybody's talking about lower prices, but hopefully that saved a lot of people a lot of money, because typically in such an ABC correction you need to get at least to the low of the wave A. That was here in the middle of December, around $20, and $20 was where the target area started. Now the last couple of videos I did reduce it down. How did I reduce it down, or why? Let's take a look. We can base that on the Fibonacci levels starting from that wave here, and we assume that here is an impulse. We can count that as a 5-wave move, then entered an ABC correction. We called the top here very, very close. Did overshoot it a little bit, but this was a corrective wave in line with Phantom and Harmony 1. They moved at the time in a very similar way, and now we are coming down here, and we are getting closer now to the 78.6% Fibonacci level. After we reached that target area here, the $20 level, I told you that the most likely move now would be to get to $15.74. That would be the next target that I do expect to reach, short or medium term, and then maybe we even get down to $12. That is not even unrealistic. That is actually very realistic to get to the 88.7% Fibonacci level. So before we then have a chance again to reverse. Now, very interestingly, we highlighted here support and resistance. I think in the last video we already had this area. I told you that we could in the next move retest absolutely the previous high, the low of the wave A. So basically retesting or flipping previous support for resistance. Now that very, very clearly happened. We had a huge green candle, retested during that day, that one, and we were rejected in another huge red candle, came down pretty much, and we are pretty much back at square one. But a retest of a previous important, very important support as resistance. That is quite bearish, and that would just reinforce my view that we are seeing here lower prices going forward. Of course, as always, short-term upside is always possible, but my expectation would be now that we dropped below that low of the wave A, that we are probably also going to stay there. The thing is, even if we move above that level, the lower low is now made, and you would need to move really, my view is at least above here $25 to end the downtrend, because you want to make a higher high. Now, okay, you could see this as a high, first attempt above $20. Next move would be here $25 that we would need to move above. But really, it comes down so impulsively, and we have been rejected at the $20 level. So at the moment, until we break that again, my view is we are going to come down low and we're going to lose that support here. We've now retested that support for a long time here, for many days. You can see that here. We've been here now since the 30th of April, and you could even see this a bit as a head and shoulders, where the chart was so powerless that it couldn't even lift the right shoulder anymore, really. And it's really an ugly one. And we certainly have the neckline here pretty much at $17.50. And if we lose it, then yeah, even the target of that head and shoulders would take us exactly in the target area, yeah? Because you can, even the high, the target would take us into the target area. Funny. No, the target of the head and shoulders, you can see it has obviously a target, just that pattern alone. And you take the height of the head, you add it to the breakout point, and it takes us directly into that target area of the higher level corrective move, pretty much here into the middle of the blue target area, sitting between the 78.6% Fib level and the 88.7. So overall, I'm quite confident we can get there. Even that last attempt here to move higher was rejected, so the chart looks fairly weak, to be honest. Looking also here on the weekly chart, where are we? Wow, look at that, even made a lower low on the MACD. Absolutely not bullish on the weekly, not even oversold, so there is more downside potential. 4-day chart as well, not even oversold, more downside potential. 2-day chart, yeah, also in the red, yeah, not really any start to move up. Close to being oversold, So at some point here, there will be probably a little bit of a relief to the upside. Here on the daily, we've been oversold now for a few days. Potential bullish crossover coming. Looking like that a little bit, but the lines move closer together, as you can see here, but nothing too convincing yet. Not enough bullish signals for me here, yeah. Not enough bullish signals for me. Even on the 8-hour chart, yeah, we are losing bullish momentum. So we are losing bullish momentum. So yeah, that means, or that could indicate that we don't even get that bullish crossover on the daily. So overall, chart looks quite weak. The problem is we don't really get away from that $17.50 level. Yeah, we're just hovering above it and we're not really getting away from it. So just a little bit of a drop lower and we're losing key support and we make another lower low. So one way to play this is to speculate for long, for higher prices, but to set a tight stop loss. I would never risk a lot of money, yeah, personally, when I set a stop loss. So when I really speculate here for a short-term trade, I would set it 2 to 3% below the current price, yeah, below the technical target, because there is a big potential that we drop lower. Here, there's a huge potential to drop lower, and my primary expectation would be that we drop lower. However, we are at key support, and a pullback to a support level can be a trade setup. But first of all, we need to see a bit of a bullish signal. At the moment, we don't see a bullish signal. Yeah. So at the moment, while I record this video, no bullish signal, and very likely that we're going to drop and move into this target area. So that's my view about Cosmos Atom. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm publishing on the website morecryptoonline.com at the moment. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.